Welcome to our channel, Blueprints for Mindful Mastery. Today, we're diving into the incredible power of making small, daily changes and how they can lead to massive success over time. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to make drastic changes to see real progress. But the truth is that even the smallest improvements, when compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. Think of it like this. If you improve just 1% each day for an entire year, you'll end up 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of consistency and small wins. If you're ready to transform your life with just 1% improvements each day, keep watching. We'll explore 5 key principles that will help you harness the power of 1% improvements and create lasting change in your life. Jim Rohn once said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." The first, and arguably most important principle, is mastering consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. True transformation occurs when you repeat small changes day after day, week after week. Consistency is the compound interest of self-improvement. Think about it like building a muscle. One workout won't make you incredibly strong overnight, but consistent exercise over time will lead to significant gains. The same principle applies to any area of our lives. Whether it's improving your health, relationships, finances, or skills, small, consistent actions will always outweigh sporadic bursts of effort. One of the biggest obstacles to consistency is the desire for perfection. We set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, and when we inevitably fall short, we feel discouraged and give up. Remember, something is always better than nothing. Don't let the pursuit of perfection be the enemy of good progress. Instead of aiming for a complete overhaul, focus on making small, incremental changes that you can stick with. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, don't try to go from 0 to 100 overnight. Start with a 10-minute walk each day and gradually increase the intensity and duration. Another way to cultivate consistency is to make your desired habits easy to start. We often overestimate the amount of motivation we'll have in the moment, so it's crucial to remove as much friction as possible. Prepare your workout clothes the night before, lay out your books for studying, or have healthy snacks readily available. By reducing the initial effort required, you're more likely to follow through. Remember, consistency is not about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Embrace the power of small gains, and trust that over time, your consistent efforts will compound into remarkable results. The second principle for harnessing the power of 1% is to build systems that support your desired habits. Our lives are often a reflection of the systems we have in place, whether we realize it or not. If you're constantly relying on willpower and motivation to achieve your goals, you're setting yourself up for failure. Motivation is fickle and unreliable. It comes and goes. Systems, on the other hand, provide structure and consistency. They automate the process of making good choices. Think of your habits like a set of dominoes. Your goal is to line up the dominoes in a way that makes it inevitable for them to fall. You don't need a burst of motivation to knock down the last domino. You just need to tip the first one. Building effective systems involves identifying your key habits and then designing your environment to make those habits easier to perform. For example, if you want to read more, create a designated reading space in your home. Stock it with comfortable seating and good lighting, and keep your books within arm's reach. Another powerful aspect of building systems is to optimize your environment for success. Just as a clean and organized workspace can boost productivity, a well-designed environment can support your desired habits. Remove temptations and distractions that might derail your progress. If you're trying to eat healthier, for instance, rid your pantry of unhealthy snacks and replace them with nutritious alternatives. Remember, your environment can either work for you or against you. Design it in a way that makes it easy to do the things that matter most. By building systems that support your desired habits, you can automate the process of making good choices and free up your willpower for other challenges. As stated by Jim Rohn, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. The third principle for harnessing the power of 1% is to track your progress. Tracking your progress is essential for staying motivated and building momentum. When you see how far you've come, it reinforces your good habits and inspires you to keep going. One effective way to track your progress is to use a habit tracker. A habit tracker can be as simple as a calendar where you mark off each day you successfully complete your desired habit. You can also use apps or spreadsheets to track your progress digitally. The key is to find a method that works for you and stick with it. Another powerful technique for tracking progress is to focus on small wins. Small wins are those tiny victories that often go unnoticed but contribute significantly to our overall progress. For example, if you're trying to write a book, a small win might be writing a paragraph each day. It might not seem like much, but over time, those paragraphs will add up to chapters, and eventually, a completed manuscript. Celebrating small wins is crucial for staying motivated and building momentum. When you acknowledge and appreciate your progress, no matter how small, it releases dopamine in your brain, which reinforces the habit loop and makes you more likely to repeat the behavior in the future. Remember, progress is not always linear. There will be days when you fall short of your goals or experience setbacks. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. By tracking your progress and celebrating small wins, you can stay motivated, build momentum, and create a positive feedback loop that propels you toward your goals. The fourth principle for harnessing the power of 1% is to create an environment for success. Our environment plays a significant role in shaping our habits and behaviors. We've already touched upon this in the context of building systems, but let's delve a bit deeper. Imagine trying to eat healthily while surrounded by junk food or attempting to focus on work in a cluttered and distracting workspace. It's an uphill battle. By consciously designing our environment, we can make it easier to make choices that align with our goals. Start by identifying the cues in your environment that trigger your unwanted habits. For example, if you're trying to reduce your screen time, keep your phone in another room or put it on airplane mode during specific hours. Next, make desired habits more appealing and accessible. If you want to cook more meals at home, invest in quality cookware, organize your pantry with healthy ingredients, and find a few go-to recipes that you enjoy. Remember, our environment is not limited to our physical surroundings. It also encompasses the people we surround ourselves with, the information we consume, and the digital spaces we inhabit. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and inspire you to be your best self. Limit your exposure to negative news and social media feeds that drain your energy and focus on content that uplifts and motivates you. By optimizing our environment, we can create a space that supports our growth and makes it easier to live in alignment with our values. As stated by Jim Rohn, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The fifth and final principle for harnessing the power of 1% is to focus on identity. Either you run the day, or the day runs you. Powerful words from Jim Rohn. Most of us try to change our habits by focusing on what we want to achieve. We set goals for weight loss, career advancement, or financial success. While goals are important, they only address the surface level of change. True transformation occurs when we shift our focus from what we want to achieve to who we want to become. Our identity is the sum of our beliefs, values, and habits. It's the story we tell ourselves about who we are. If we want to make lasting change, we need to start believing in the person we want to become. For example, if you want to be a writer, start identifying as a writer. Write every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Join a writing group. Surround yourself with other writers. The more you embody the identity of a writer, the easier it will be to adopt the habits and behaviors that support that identity. When you focus on identity, the results will follow. It's about aligning your actions with your beliefs and creating a self-image that supports your desired habits. Remember, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Make sure your votes are casting you in the lead role of your own life story. By focusing on identity, you can create a powerful internal drive that propels you toward your goals and helps you become the best version of yourself. Remember, success is not about making huge leaps overnight. It's about making small, consistent improvements every single day. The power of 1% lies in its simplicity and sustainability. You don't need to make drastic changes or have superhuman willpower to see results. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's inspire each other to embrace the power of small changes and create extraordinary lives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.